We're gonna go through some warm-up drills. I'm gonna show you guys what a proper warm-up is supposed to look like. It's about 27 degrees right now. So we're gonna go through some hip mobility, some muscle activation, and a little bit of plyo and just things that'll get your body going, get your nervous system fired up. All right, we'll be there in a couple seconds. Let's go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna hit a couple drills, just down and back, 100 meters, 4 times, equivalent to 1 lap. A lot of coaches like to have you do 1 lap, but I like to do the down and back 400s because it gives you a chance to move a little bit faster and wake your nervous system up a little bit better. So let's get to it. And it's still cold, so I got my jacket on. So now we're gonna roll out, and this is just gonna loosen those muscles up a little bit. It's not gonna fully loosen them up, but it's gonna do enough to get our body prepared to get mobile and active. All right, so now we're gonna roll out. You wanna get the hamstrings, the IT band, your quads. You really wanna hit those good because that's what's gonna help loosen up those knees. If you have tendonitis or any kind of knee problem where you feel like you're struggling to put force into the ground, this is going to help with all of that. It's going to also help any restriction that you may have in your hips as well. And we'll get to the hips and the glute area in a moment. Get those IT bands, get nice and deep in there. You can roll right over into the quad. You want to get the full quad. You want to get right up in there to close to your hip flexors as well. All right, next we're gonna hit the calves. Make sure you get deep in those calves. Loosening up the calves also will help loosening up your hamstring and your IT bands because everything starts from the bottom. It's a whole kinetic chain. Your calves are tight, your hamstring's gonna be tight, your hips are gonna be tight, and if your hips are tight, your lower back is gonna be tight. So you wanna get all of it loosened up. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get one of these little resistance bands, and we're gonna get one of these little resistance bands here. Then we're gonna wrap it around your foot, and we're gonna lay back. We're just gonna do a little hamstring stretch with it, just like this. Help stretch that hamstring out a little bit, elongate the muscles. And you don't need to do it any more than 10 times. You can do 5 to 10 forward, outwards, and then you want to hit the inside as well. And then same for the other leg. Outside, inside. All right, next, what we're gonna do is, this is for all of you that may have been experiencing any kind of Achilles pain. This exercise that I'm gonna show you helps to keep your foot firm, because if you've ever ran with spikes on or any running shoes with a carbon fiber plate in them, the reason for that plate is to keep your ground contact firm. You want to slap the ground with your foot firm, and this exercise here will help strengthen around your Achilles and strengthen all those tendons so that you can be able to hold your foot firm. You don't want to just rely on the spike. You want your body to be just as strong as that plate as well. I only do 10 of them. You don't want to overdo it, because this is a muscle that can easily get overused. So you want to only do no more than 10. You want to go up, just kind of fast, but down slow. Just like that. Next, we're going to do some activations. So just popping one leg up, just like this. Just 10 each. And next, we're going to go through a series of muscle activation, not using a band. So this is going to activate your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. You want to hold that leg steady as you're popping it up. Don't wobble. And here for the inside. Then we're going to roll over and hit the other side. All right, and now what we're going to do is we're going to roll over on our stomach and we're going to activate our back. And our chest and shoulders. All right. And now activating our core. All right. All right, so next we're gonna do some hip mobility. So this one, we're gonna get on our hands and knees here. And we're gonna do some fire hydrants, some rotations, and some kickouts. Rotation, inside and outside. Then let's hit the other side. And then we'll get up on our hands and toes, just rock back. Go ahead, elongate the calves, get them a good stretch. Next, we're gonna go into a lunge. We're just gonna, don't hold it too long. We're just gonna push down for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. You wanna feel that right here in your hip flexors, and you wanna also feel that in your hamstring. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to feel that again in your hip flexors. You want to feel that in your quads. You'll feel a little bit in your hamstring if you're extremely tight, but if you've been on top of your flexibility, you shouldn't feel it too much in your hamstring. If you do, you may need to roll out a little bit more. Now that we're done with our groundwork, next thing we're gonna do is hit some gate swings. Hey, and if your legs aren't coming, if your foot isn't coming higher than your hips, get back on the ground, do some more groundwork because you're just waiting to pull something. If you're feeling any kind of restriction, get back down on the ground. Don't worry about being late to the start if everybody's done warming up before you. It's essential that if you want to be able to come to practice and perform the next day or even that same day, we got to make sure we're hitting these drills properly, and we want to make sure our body is warm and flexible and ready to go. We don't want to rush anything. Track and field, speed, sprinting in any sport, it's all about patience. It's a domino effect, doing the things that are going to lead to the next thing. So if you're doing your flexibility and your warm up and you don't feel 100% yet, get back on the ground, do some more. And if it's still, you're feeling restriction or if you feel any pain, see a physical therapist, see your trainer, and then find out, you know, what else may be going on from there. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is some hurdle drills. Now that we're done with the groundwork, we're gonna just go ahead and fire up the hips now, make sure they're all the way loose and that we have our full range of motion. All right, so after mobility, now we've done our groundwork, we've done our mobility. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get into the drills. So remember, you wanna warm up the way you wanna compete. If you wanna compete aggressively, you wanna break records, you wanna show coaches that why they should recruit you, give you a scholarship. If you wanna show them why they should give you a scholarship, you wanna be hitting these warm-ups aggressively so that you can perform aggressively. Okay, and one of the key things is when I say aggressive, you also want them to be relaxed. So don't just go aggressive, intense. You don't want to be, you don't want to be here. You want to be just relaxed. Relax your jawline. Let your jaw drop as you do your drills. It'll translate over to your running. I promise it'll translate over into your running. Reach, pull, reach. Pull, reach. You're coming up on that toe. Go right up onto the ball of your foot. And the next thing I like to do, just some toe raises. All right, and then an A walk. From there, we're going to go into an A skip. All right, and that's it for the drills. So next is going to be build-ups. So that warm-up is just for general warm-up, like maybe if you're doing just a general practice. And I'll show you guys how to do a championship warm-up or a warm-up for a meet. It's a little more aggressive, a little bit different things in there. I'll show you guys that in the next video. So you guys just stay tuned. For now, we're gonna get a couple build-ups in, and then we'll be ready to start the workout. So with the build-ups, you want to get faster and faster with each one. We want to build up at least 30 to 50 meters. It's super cold out here, so that's it, guys. The warm-up is complete. That's what you need to make sure you have an efficient workout. Make sure that you're warm, all your muscles are good to go. So if you need any more tips and tricks, you can always feel free to comment. Go to MTA Athletics on Instagram, DM me. I have plenty of resources to help you guys out. We have the MTA Athletics 5 Components of Speed. It's free. So you guys go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. If you comment free ebook, I'll go ahead and get that sent out to you. Or you could DM me on Instagram at MTA Athletics, and I will get that ebook sent out to you guys. Just Make sure you guys take care of your body, rest, ice, eat good, don't stay up too late. And for now, that's it, guys. It's time to wrap it up. Stay warm, have a good day, be great, start the New Year's off with a bang.